Chinese New Year 2026 is shaping up to be huge for Chinese cinema. Box office expectations are sky high, and some of these releases could even go head-to-head with major Hollywood titles like Avatar 3 and Zootopia 2. You've got Li Nicholas Tse, and Jet Li teaming up for a full-scale martial arts epic. Zhang Yimou is jumping into a high-stakes national security thriller that taps into AI face swap scams and modern tech warfare, led by Jackson Yi and Zhu Yilong. Jackie Chan is back and Yang Zi taking on a villain role in a hard-hitting crime thriller. Now here are 8 major Chinese New Year films coming in 2026. Let's break them down one by one. Chinese New Year 2026 blockbuster film number 1, Blades of the Guardians. Starring Wu Jing, Nicholas Tse, and Jet Li. This is a true old-school martial arts spectacle. The biggest highlight is Jet Li returns to the Wuxia screen after 14 years, making this one of the most anticipated kung fu comebacks in Chinese cinema. Wu Jing plays Dao Ma, a hardened escort for hire, while Nicholas Tse joins the cast with a sharp, aggressive presence that adds serious tension to the lineup. Set in the chaotic final years of the Sui dynasty, the story unfolds across the desert frontier. Dao Ma accepts what seems like a routine escort mission, protecting a mysterious man known as Zhi Lang on the journey to Chang'an. But things quickly spiral out of control when it's revealed that this man holds a secret powerful enough to shake the entire empire. If you miss real kung fu, grounded action, and the raw intensity of classic Chinese martial arts films, this one is absolutely unmissable. Chinese New Year 2026 blockbuster film number 2, Sherlock of China, starring Zhang and Mali. This one is seriously impressive. The director, Chen Xiqing, has a cumulative box office total of over 16 billion renminbi, and if you've ever watched the Detective Chinatown series, you know exactly how well he blends crime, rhythm, and mass appeal. Zhang Yi plays a forensic criminal investigator, a man obsessed with precision and truth. Through microscopic clues like bullet casings and fingerprints, he solves cases with almost frightening accuracy. Over the course of 7,000 forensic examinations, he records 0 wrongful convictions. The story spans more than half a century, following a single investigator's lifelong pursuit of justice. It's not just about cracking cases. Mali, widely known as China's national comedian, delivers a full-scale transformation here. She plays a disciplined forensic research expert. Absolutely a serious mystery film during the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year 2026 blockbuster film number 3, Scare Out, starring Jackson Yi, Zhu Yilong, and Song Jia. Nearly half of China's top-tier dramatic actors are packed into one project, and it is Zhang Yimou's first ever foray into the national security genre. The story is inspired by real-life intelligence leak cases, including incidents involving military and industrial espionage from the mid-2010s. On that foundation, the film layers in modern threats, AI face-swapping scams, quantum communication, and data warfare. The plot centers on a critical national intelligence breach. A state security task force is formed to hunt down the traitor behind it, but every arrest operation fails. Worse still, the evidence begins pointing inward toward members of the task force itself. Jackson Yi undergoes a striking transformation here, appearing with a buzz cut as a high-IQ antisocial character, cold, unreadable, and deeply unsettling. Zhu Yilong plays an elite national security officer who constantly walks the line between black and white, right and wrong. And the antagonist is a double agent whose true allegiance remains impossible to pin down. The most chilling twist is the people hunting the mole may themselves be hiding one. When the traitor is embedded inside the system, who can you actually believe? Chinese New Year 2026 blockbuster film number 4, Panda Plan 2, starring Jackie Chan and Xiao Shan. After a mixed box office performance for the first film, Panda Plan 2 arrives at a very different moment in Jackie Chan's career. Last year's Ride the Wind helped restore audience confidence in him. This time, the spotlight belongs to China's most popular national treasure panda, Huhu. Shortly after moving into a new panda sanctuary, Huhu becomes the target of an international smuggling gang. When the criminals launch a surprise attack, Jackie Chan's character, Huhu's fiercely devoted panda caretaker, Jackie, jumps in without hesitation to protect him. During the chaos, Jackie is injured and falls off a cliff. When he wakes up, both he and Huhu find themselves deep inside a mysterious tribal village, completely cut off from the outside world. In order to return Huhu safely to the panda sanctuary, Jackie teams up with the locals, helping them solve a series of strange and unexpected challenges. The journey turns into a mix of improvised action, slapstick comedy, and heartfelt moments, with Huhu often stealing the show. Chinese New Year 2026 blockbuster film number 5, Once Upon a Time in the Middle East, starring Shen Teng and Jiang Qiming. Best known for dominating Chinese comedy films, Shen Teng takes a surprising turn this time. He plays Su Fu, a struggling chef buried in debt who travels to the Middle East to open a small Chinese restaurant, hoping to rebuild his life. What starts as a simple plan to make money quickly spirals out of control when a sudden war breaks out, trapping him in a conflict zone far from home. Alongside him is Ma Junsheng, the restaurant's front desk manager, played by Jiang Qiming. At first, the two men care about only one thing: staying alive. But as the fighting intensifies and innocent children become caught in the chaos, survival is no longer the only choice in front of them. Gradually, fear gives way to responsibility. What truly elevates the film is its director. Wen Mai, best known for Dying to Survive, has a proven ability to balance harsh social realities with deep human warmth. Chinese New Year 2026 blockbuster film number 6, Juan Yan Hughai, directed by and starring Jia Ling, also starring Zhang Xiaofei and Yang Zi. Jia Ling continues to redefine what a Chinese commercial director can be. After the massive success of Hai, Mom, and Waiwelo, which together grossed nearly 9 billion renminbi, she returns with her most serious and unsettling film to date. In Juan Yan Hughai, Jia Ling plays Shan Yuan, a woman who initially joins a seemingly legitimate company called Zhonglan Trading, hoping to ease her family's financial struggles. Instead, she falls into a brutal pyramid scheme, becoming a prisoner inside the organization. For 8 years, she is subjected to systematic brainwashing, psychological control, and extreme violence. She watches fellow victims being beaten and permanently disabled. Survival itself becomes an act of resistance. After narrowly escaping during a chaotic incident, she voluntarily returns, disguising herself as a job seeker and infiltrating the organization from within. Her goal is no longer escape, but evidence. Step by step, she gathers proof, ultimately assisting the police in dismantling the entire criminal network. One of the biggest surprises is Yang Zi's transformation. She takes on her first true villain performance as one of the core leaders of the organization. Cold, calculating, and terrifyingly persuasive. If the film surpasses 1.2 billion renminbi at the box office, Jia Ling will officially become the first female director in Chinese film history to cross the 10 billion renminbi mark. Chinese New Year 2026 blockbuster film number 7, The Belief, starring Wang Sueki, Du Jiang, and Jackson Yi. The Belief brings one of the most decisive naval moments in Chinese history back to the big screen. Set in the year 1683, the film reconstructs the Battle of Penghu, a turning point that reshaped the political landscape across the Taiwan Strait. The story centers on Shi Lang, portrayed by Wang Sueki, a seasoned commander who leads the Fujian Navy across the sea to confront the naval forces of the Zhang regime. A powerful ruler governs from the court. An aging general dons armor once more. Ordinary fishermen lend their boats and lives to the mission. Together, these perspectives form a portrait of a war that was not only about conquest, but about ending prolonged conflict and restoring stability. Naval formations, artillery exchanges, and close-quarters combat are staged with an emphasis on physical realism rather than heavy CGI shortcuts. With Wang Sueki anchoring the film through gravitas and experience, and younger actors like Jackson Yi adding generational contrast, The Belief positions itself as a serious historical epic, not just a visual spectacle. Chinese New Year 2026 blockbuster film number 8, Pegasus 3, starring Shen Teng, Yin Zhang, and Johnny Huang. As a regular face of the Chinese New Year box office, Shen Teng returns once again with Pegasus 3. After the final Biambulac rally comes to an end, Zhang Qi, played by Shen Teng, is forced to step off the track and back into real life. And what greets him is not applause, but a world that has completely changed. Electric race cars, AI-assisted navigation, cold, data-driven decision-making. For a former champion who relied on instinct, experience, and muscle memory, this new era feels less like progress and more like a countdown to being replaced. It mirrors a familiar anxiety shared by workers everywhere, the fear of becoming obsolete in the age of automation. The production combines large-scale real-world racing footage with some of the most advanced AI-driven visual effects currently used in Chinese cinema. High-speed crashes and near-miss accidents are recreated with a level of immersion designed to pull the audience straight into the driver's seat. Those are the 8 biggest Chinese New Year releases for 2026. Which films made it onto your watch list? Comment below, and let's see if we're all into the same ones.